Hi, I'm coming to you today with another topper from UniWigs, and this is Vianne, and this is the 13-inch length in the color 857R, and that is Sunlit Gold Blonde. So we're going to talk today about hair texture and why that matters. So if you look at my own hair texture, I am of Scandanavian Scottish descent, and my hair is very fine and thin. This is a Chinese hair, and we're going to talk about two Burmese behind me. So let's get into that. So when you're picking out a hair topper, it's important to consider the hair texture that you're going to be blending your own bio hair with. And I will say that the only toppers I've had up until now have been Burmese. And Burmese will dry with a natural wave pattern. I'll try to put an overlay on and show you what that looks like. It's actually really cool if your hair is naturally curly. Mine actually is naturally curly, but it's a different curl than the Burmese curl. I would describe the Burmese curl as more of a water wave, whereas mine is more of a spiral curl, but mine is only at the bottom part of my hair. And you know, I can make almost anything work, but I'm gonna show you now. I haven't tried blending this with my own hair yet, so we're gonna do that. Before we do that, I wanted to talk to you about how I prep this wig. I am a little bougie. I don't like to wear wigs when they come right out of the box. I don't like to deal with box hair. I like to start with a clean palette. So I did wash it in my Brandywine shampoo and conditioner, and that is made specifically for wigs and human hair, so it can do synthetic or human, and it just gives it a nice fresh scent, and it's just kind of like a clean palette. So this dried with a straight pattern, and again, the Burmese behind me will dry a little bit wavy. I will say, as far as holding a curl, the Burmese was going to hold a curl more, in my opinion, than the Chinese. The Chinese, though, you can just tell the texture is a little different. They're all really soft, but it's very smooth and very soft. So I'm gonna go comb this out and put this on. I might need to adjust that front curl. But before I broke up the curls, I wanted to show you, I did divide this into two sections. So the section below, I curled first, and I tried to go every other curl so that they don't blend into each other, and it has more of a different messy, kind of like a random pattern. At the top, I went and curled back, and then I started going back and forth. You can kind of see it here where I alternated the curl pattern until I got back around to the front again, and then I went all the same direction away from my face. And I did do that with a 1¼ inch standard curling iron. I have it set at 300 degrees. So that's how I started. It really does not take that long to do it once the hair is dry. This probably took me less than 10 minutes to curl. I do love curling hair, so that doesn't bother me. I know it's a little intimidating for a lot of ladies when you think, well, I'm gonna spend all this money on a topper and then it's gonna come and have box hair. I'll have to wash it, I'll have to style it. That's just what you have to do. You have to take care of your human hair pieces. The other thing that's real important, I mention it every time pretty much, is to use a heat protectant. My new trick is to lay this in the sink and spray it all in the sink. I accidentally got some of this on the floor and I almost wiped out. It's very slippery. And then I go through with the curl oil, and that I'll do after it's styled and if it's looking dry at all. Like I just went through my other toppers today and put some more curl oil in them. If they sit in your closet for a while, you do need to comb them out and maintain them. So I'll go try this on and I'll be back. Okay, so here's what we got. Now, I will say that my bio hair is probably too gray to be wearing something like this, but I just wanted to show you that it is possible to have that coverage with the topper like this. So the top, I'll take it off in a moment, but it's 8¼ by 8¼ inches, and it's 120% density. So even though if I were to go like this, you can see my gray hair, I did it in a similar curl pattern and combed it together so that the hair all blends together. It just looks like I have this gray streak underneath, which actually I think looks kind of cool. I didn't put any earrings on yet just because I'm going to be taking this on and off, but normally I would complete my look with that. So I did go ahead and put some good old CoverGirl on the part lines. You just tap it on there and put that on there. This is a silk top, so it's not going to have that the lace and the illusion of scalp, but it is still realistic looking. I'll try to zoom in here. Hopefully my phone is focusing on that. So let's get back to talking about texture a little bit. Hair really, if you didn't know, you're not a hair connoisseur, you might not be able to tell the difference, but I will just say that the Burmese takes a curl better because it is naturally curly, I think. The Chinese is naturally straight, so you're gonna have more of a loose wave. You're not gonna have really tight curls unless you work real hard on it, and as we know, a lot of heat is gonna damage your. All right, doing a comparison, I'll try to sit back from my ring light a little bit. The one on my furthest left here this is gonna be the 672LR. It is a light permafrost with light roots. This is a 16-inch. Then we've got a 14-inch. This is a 624R Dusty Ash Brown, and this is the Breeze Topper. And then we've got the one I have on my head is 857R. This is the Sunlit Gold Blonde. And I will go ahead and do a cap comparison as well. So taking off, this one's the easiest to get to. This is the Breeze. This is an 8.5 by 9 inch. It's got 4 pressure sensitive clips and the halo wire. And then the next one that I've got is the Upgrade Courtney. And that one has 7.5 by 8 inch. I gotta secure these before I step on them. And this is a 7.5 by 8 inch. And this is 130% density. The last one was 120, so 130. This is a little thicker. And this is the color Light Permafrost with light roots, 672LR. And then the one that I have on my head, let me put this one back, is the Vianne. That's gonna be a 8.25 by 8.25 inch base. The last one too, I forgot to say, has 4 pressure sensitive clips and a halo wire. This has 6 clips. And it's gonna probably be a little bit harder for me to get off because there's a lot of hair it's gonna catch onto. So bear with me a second. This is the inside of Vianne. That's gonna be 8.25 by 8.25 inches. We got the halo wire here too. And then we've got the 6 pressure sensitive clips. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So lots of security here. Again, we don't have the illusion of scalp like we do here. This is the Breeze. I'm sorry, Upgrade Courtney. No, this is the Breeze. I said it right the first time. So this is the Breeze. So you can see my finger right through there. On this style, it has the silk top and it's got a hard front. And then we've got the, looks like scalp, but you can't see through it. So it does have that silk liner. This is from the Origin collection. So hopefully that helps with the comparison here and the color comparison as well. So as far as texture goes, really it's your call. There's a new European one as well that I'm interested to try since I have European bio hair. But if it's anything like my bio hair, it's going to be real thin. And I think that I read that in the description as well. I do like that this is thicker. You can just tell that each piece of hair is a little bit thicker. I mean, this one is thicker than my own too. So if we're talking about texture, thickest, next thickest, and then my own is the thinnest. So hopefully that helps explain a little bit. I never knew anything about Burmese or Chinese hair until I started wearing human hair, but it is very interesting to read about. So again, hope you like this one. This is Vianne. Hopefully I'm saying that right, Vianne. Thanks for watching, and if you haven't already subscribed, please do so. I really appreciate it. And thank you, UniWigs, for sending me another piece to try. I love it. It's beautiful. And I don't want to keep sending these back, but I guess that's the deal. Thanks for watching. Bye.